I scheduled a vasectomy without telling my wife. What happened next changed everything. Hey, I want to share something deeply personal today. Something I've wrestled with for a long time. It's a story of love, trust, betrayal, and the kind of pain that sticks with you long after. I'll try to be honest, raw, because I think so many people feel this way, but don't always have a space to talk about it openly. So it begins with me, a man in my mid-20s, and my wife, a woman I love more than anything. We've been together for years, navigating life, hopes, and fears. We had this understanding about one thing. We didn't want children. Simple enough, right? Or so I thought. When we first started talking about the future, around the 2-3 month mark of dating, I made it clear. I was upfront. I told her I didn't want kids. I wanted her to know my stance, my hopes, my limits. And she listened. She nodded. We talked about it many times over the years, reaffirming no children, no surprises. I remember feeling safe with her, secure in the choice we made together. But something about her responses often felt guarded, maybe even a little too agreeable. I wondered if she truly felt the same, or if she was just trying to keep the peace. Still, I never pushed, because I believed in transparency and honesty. Until the day she brought up the question. One evening, while I was cooking dinner, she looked at me, hesitated, and asked, "What would you do if I got pregnant? Or if I changed my mind about having kids?" Silent pause. My stomach sank. I felt that familiar prick of worry. Was she fooling with me? Did she secretly want children all along? I answered honestly, maybe a bit coldly. I'd say, "You need to get an abortion, or I'd leave if you decided to keep the baby. And if you changed your mind about having kids, I can't help you with that." That moment hit her. She looked hurt, vulnerable. She said, "That's not fair. We're supposed to grow together, not apart. What if we grow old and regret not having children?" I told her the truth, that I never wanted children, that I didn't want to trap her with something she'd regret later, that I was willing to take responsibility if she ever got pregnant by accident, but I wouldn't be a father. And then she cried. Not just tears, but the kind of cry that shakes you to your core. I saw her face crumple, her breathing shallow. I asked if she was okay, but she just whispered she wasn't, and then she walked away silently. That night, I watched her disappear behind our bedroom door, and as I sat alone at the dining table, something inside me shifted. I thought, maybe I've done the right thing. Maybe I've protected us both from future pain. But I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd hurt her, deeply, irreparably. I felt a strange mix of guilt and resolve. A few days passed. We barely spoke. And then I made a decision. I scheduled a vasectomy. Not tomorrow, not next week, right after New Year's. I wanted to be sure, to take control of my future. But I didn't tell her. I knew she'd be upset. Maybe she'd try to talk me out of it, or worse, guilt me into changing my mind. So I kept it a secret, a silent, desperate act of self-preservation. I felt paranoid. What if she'd try to trap me? What if she secretly wanted to have kids? The thoughts spiraled, but I convinced myself I was doing this for us, for me, for the peace I craved. And then the doubts crept in. Was this fair? Was I crossing a line? Would she forgive me? Could I ever truly trust her again after keeping such a life-altering secret? The questions haunted me, but I pushed forward. I thought, maybe, just maybe, this was the only way I could hold on to what little control I had left. Now, I don't know if I'm the asshole. Did I betray her? Or was I protecting myself and perhaps us? I realize now that secrecy can never really be the answer, and honesty is sometimes the hardest but most necessary path. She stayed at her parents' house now. We're divorcing. It's complicated, messy, sad. Not because she changed her mind about kids, but because I did something I thought I had to do, but maybe I was wrong. I guess what I'm trying to say, if you're facing a choice like this, think deeply. Trust is fragile, and sometimes the hardest thing to do is to face the truth, even if it hurts. Sometimes love isn't enough to make everything okay. Sometimes protecting yourself means risking everything. And in the end, all you're left with are questions about love, trust, and what it truly means to be honest with someone you care about. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hearing me out.